go. I've just got my Pimax Crystal headset on. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I thought we'd do this little ferry flight. So I'm in mission mode. I'm just going to have a look at the plane. It's just going to move myself a little bit. So this is what we're going to be flying. It's about half an hour's flight. We're going to head out to the runway just in a second. But this looks, visually, this looks really quite nice. Nice clear day. Okay, let's get in. And then we're going to get underway very easily. There we go, nice and gently on the throttle and the pedals. This does turn very easily. It's weird how it's you get kind of hammered for not requesting taxi, and I did just moments before, but anyway, it is what it is. So we're in the Pimax Crystal Super headset. I'm just going to see if I can lock that map on. There we go. And I've been enjoying this headset with the micro OLED lenses now for at least 6 months or so, and it's been absolutely wonderful. It's a lovely bit of kit. So we're just gonna hold short a little bit over here. And it really is just have really good fun just to have a little fly around and bring you guys along for the ride. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I can see the we can proceed on and take off. Nothing coming down the runway. Not that it would matter because this is not a real plane. So we're going to take off. We've got to go all the way down, I think, and turn around. Let's have a quick look outside. I look quite squashed in there, really, don't I? So I've in this Pimax Crystal, I'm using the micro OLED lens or optical engine. So I've got two lenses. I've got the ultra wide and the micro OLED now. So I bought the bundle back in December 2025, and the actual headset turned up in May 2026. So it's quite a while later, 3 or 4 months later, and then I've literally a couple of weeks ago just had the second lens, which is the ultra wide, and I've tested it out, tested the ultra wide. It's very nice. I mean, obviously the lenses are quite a bit bigger than the micro OLED, but I just find, for me personally, this lens gives me a lot more colour, a lot more, it's just a lot nicer kind of display. And you know, yes, this one does have a narrower field of view, but the trade-off, you know, you've got a lot more, you know, the visual experience is a lot nicer. The colours and the blacks and whatnot are really quite nice. So I think it all depends on kind of what sort of thing you're doing, what sort of gaming you're doing, whether you need that ultra wide experience, whether you're doing racing or anything like that. But it's nice to have the option of both. Certainly, if it's always nice to have an additional lens just in case, you never know. But I've not had any problems with this lens. So I'm just going to turn around here, and then once we're up, okay, we can power up and head out. What I like about these missions within Microsoft Flight Sim, they're so varied. The different missions that you can do, for, you know, based on what certifications you get. And I've just done my ILS kind of, here we go, certification, which was pretty straightforward, to be honest. There wasn't much in it, but it allows me now to do some VIP trips, and but I need to earn a few more pennies before I can. I'm just going to trim up ever so slightly. Oh. There we go, we're climbing away. It looks really lovely, to be honest. It's such a lovely thing to look at. I mean, literally, my eyes are just everywhere trying to fly the plane, but also, here we go. We need to just do a slight left turn. Let's just confirm that on the. Just looking at the direction there. We're so look at. I mean, I don't know how much you can appreciate this being on a. Looking at a YouTube video, but it is just, oh, it's just absolutely wonderful to be.
Flight Design India Zulu X-ray, please acknowledge.
Oh, well, I've got no way to acknowledge you, unfortunately. They're asking to acknowledge me. Acknowledge that. Okay.
Continue for south departure.
I mean, just, you know, the lovely thing about these missions is that obviously everyone can be different depending on where you want to fly and whatnot. Let's have a look around the plane. Everything you can see is just, it just looks. There's not a lot in the back. There's a little bit of storage back there, but it's I like this this pattern on the cockpit. It's quite nice. It's a similar kind of pattern I've got in the hot tub, to be honest. Nope, I'm going down again. I need to go up a little bit. It's quite a nice sporty little plane, this one, to be honest. Very easy to fly. Obviously it's very basic. But what I love about being a VI, literally you can just poke your head out the window and look around. I mean, the trees look really good. Everything looks really good, to be honest. And it's just, I must admit, I don't tend to fly any other way, to be honest, these days. This is just so relaxing. And I say obviously, you might not know, but I'm retired now, and I kind of like to do this now and again during the day. Obviously, if it's chucking it down with rain, it's a nice way to spend an afternoon. Just go for a little flight somewhere.
Flight design India Zulu X-ray, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
I've got some certifications that I need to do, like within the flight simulator, so that's going to be opening things up a little bit more as well. So I kind of like this ferry piloting business. It's quite nice. You can just literally take a plane down for a customer. I mean, I'd love to do this in real life, but obviously this is the only way the only way I can do it these days. So we got 65 kilometers. I mean, every minute you're up here, it just changes. It's the lovely thing about this simulator. It's all completely different all the time. It's you know, I'm kind of the excitement. Oh, God. Have I got an ATC thing here? Oh, I don't know. Don't think so. Okay. I'm pushing the button, I can't seem to get rid of that now, which is kind of annoying. Okay.
Flight design India Zulu X-ray. Did you hear my last transmission?
Yeah, I've got no way to.
Bergerac Tower, flight design Foxtrot.
I'm just going to move that down to there. I don't know if this one has. I don't think this plane's got. It's not equipped with autopilot, so it's pretty much hand flying this down. Just going to get the map out and pop that somewhere. Just to see where we're going. Yeah, it's certainly a nice day to be having a little flight down. Excuse me. look outside. I can't get rid of that top. Oh, there it is. It's gone now. That's good. So this is pretty much a cross-country flight. And I had a flight the other day, and it was like in a little it was one of those racing planes, and it was a right nightmare to fly. It was quite which it's going to be, I guess, because it's a racing plane. You know, it's not going to be slow and steady. It's going to be fast and really quite light on the controls, and quite reactive and very quick. But I ended up not doing very well on that one. So we'll see how we do with this, with our landing. Obviously I'm trying to do a few of these missions so I can build up enough credit to continue my kind of certifications as a jet certification I want to do next. I think in the next video I might do a video of taking some parachutes up to do a parachute jump. That will probably be in the Cessna 172. I mean, certainly if you're over 50 and you're kind of retired and you may be looking around for something to do, something that maybe this is something that could interest you. If you've got happen to have a spare bit of cash with your really good pension, I hope you have a good pension, you can tap into that. I mean, it's certainly, I mean, I love it. It's I mean, it's not the only thing I do in terms of channels. I've got a motorbike as well, which I do channels on and around that, and also some stuff on motorhoming and kind of another channel for just general kind of talking about retirement and that sort of thing as well. So it's quite nice to have that that variable kind of nature, I suppose, and things to do in retirement. And this is, this is just another thing really, which is just kind of stops me from getting bored really. 40 kilometers to go. There's a little bit of cloud, but we are trained in instrumentation now. So, oh yeah, right. I sometimes think some flights, I think they're only going to be 20 minutes. They end up turning out to be a double that time. Oh, there's a nice little, there's a nice river coming up as well, which is good. I do like the way the terrain changes. It's just, it's fabulous to see it almost. Well, I mean, to be honest, it looks so, you know, when you've been up here, it looks pretty real, to be honest. Obviously, I'm not moving around in terms of feeling what it's like to be actually in the aircraft, and you know, the bumps and whatnot, the unsteady air that you would get obviously in a real aircraft. You would need potentially a motion rig for that, maybe. I don't know how good that. I've never actually tried a motion rig. I wouldn't know what they're actually like. But but visually, it's pretty good. I mean, and this is 2026. Imagine what, you know, maybe 10 years down the road, what it's going to be like. I mean, yeah, we've come so far in virtual reality. I mean, I very much still enjoy my Quest 3, which is really good. But for this sort of stuff, you know, there's such a difference with the Pimax Crystal Super. You can almost, I almost just want to reach out and, you know, twiddle some buttons. It looks so real. And everything, you know, even you know, the plastic around and the leather. Some planes have got this leather. You can see the detail in the seats and stuff. All the little nuts and bolts. I don't know what that is up there. Oh, there's one that side as well, and you can see all the approved fuel types and quantity. And to be honest, my eyesight, right, outside of VR, my eyesight is not great, you know, but I can see and read everything on this display. It is, and obviously looking around the aircraft as well. But is that a little carbon monoxide thing? It is a carbon monoxide detector. Oh, that needs replacing. 8th 2023. But it's there's no way I'd be able to read that if I'd have to have my glasses on. Oh, 27, not too far out now, not too far. Hopefully we'll get to land. With not too many issues. It's always a bit of a surprise what you're going to get at the other end. Sometimes you can kind of easily spot the runways and whatnot, and other times it's just like, oh my god, where is it? And you end up landing somewhere completely off, and then you obviously get an aviator ding for that. So it's just trying to do the best job as possible to get this plane down without having any kind of bad black marks against. I mean, I wouldn't want to be put on a pip now, would I? There's a little bit of traffic down there on the roads. There's no, I'm not seeing any planes around, nothing around. It's all pretty quiet, to be honest. And I must admit, I find landing, it just feels such a, when you're in virtual reality, it just feels so much more accomplished when you land the plane, and it just seems a lot easier, I find. I've got some rudder pedals as well, which I've been getting used to, and I think they're the Velocity ones, so they're not the most, obviously not most expensive, they're a few £100, and they've been really good, to be honest. It does take a little bit of while to get used to them, and obviously some planes can be quite difficult to control. Things like maybe a Spitfire or a BF-109 and stuff. They're a nightmare to try and take off, to be honest. But yeah, it is quite nice to have that feeling under your feet, so you can control the aircraft on the ground. Makes it a bit easier once you get used to it. So I'm just going to try and zoom in on my iPad down here. I'm not seeing
Hagen Tower, flight design Foxtrot Golf India Zulu X-ray.
a prompt.
North, 2800 with Charlie to land. Flight design Foxtrot Golf India
Runway 29.
Hagen Tower, QNH 1021. Fly left traffic runway 29er.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a prompt to, so I'm just hitting the button really. There we go. There's.
Left downwind, runway 29er. Flight design India Zulu X-ray.
So 15 kilometers out. So I think I'm going to need to pass over the runway a little, see if I can check out, and then kind of do a little bit of a turn. think I can see the runway on the right hand side, so I'm going to take a little bit of a left turn and then swing in. And coming over coming over the river there. And that's the nice thing about this. It's you know, you don't necessarily have to follow the rules, and I'm not a stickler for following the rules. That's probably why I enjoy this and not flying for real. I like to just do it my way, and that's the lovely thing about this. It looks like almost like a sort of lock there. No, some narrow boats or something. It looks train station as well. So I'm assuming that's runway 29 well.
Flight design India Zulu X-ray. Wind calm, cleared to land runway 29er. Cleared to land runway 29er. Flight design India Zulu X-ray.
Okay. So we're going to start to make our turn very shortly. Start to slowly turn in. And we'll see how good we can get our landing. It's probably going to be really bad now I've said that, isn't it? So let's just check outside. Yeah, it's all looking good. I'm just going to put we're a bit quick for flaps at the moment, so I'm just going to throttle back a little. Bring my nose up a little bit to slow us down. Yeah, that is runway 29. It looks like quite a short runway, to be honest. Okay. A little bit high, but it's quite a slow aircraft, so we're just going to sink a little bit to get us down. Got a flap. I'm going to stick another. Just try and keep our speed. I'll probably get hammered for it, no doubt. It's really slow coming down, which is good. So I can see where I'm going to put down, hopefully just over the threshold a little bit, and just gently bring back the throttle.
design India Zulu X-ray. Turn next taxiway.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, we're gonna head up to this one. It's fine.
Flight design India Zulu X-ray. Turn next taxiway.
Hold short over there.
Flight design India Zulu X-ray. Contact ground on 121 decimal tree.
121 decimal tree. Flight design India Zulu X-ray. Aiken ground. Flight design Foxtrot Golf India Zulu X-ray. Taxi to parking.
Flight design Foxtrot Golf India Zulu X-ray. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway mic.
And then we're just going to drop off this plane, I think. Here we go. Oh, I didn't acknowledge or something. That's bizarre. Okay. Am I gonna try not to run over the marshals?
I know that flight was challenging.
It wasn't
I'm
challenging.
just glad it was you and not me in the pilot seat. I would have had a rough time. Thanks for taking care of my CTSL.
There we go. It's all sorted. Nice. So yeah, mission success. But it wasn't really that hard. So anyway, hope you enjoy that video. Little flight, guys. Sunday morning flight, cross country, and okay, about 98%. That's good. Landing smoothness 91. That's cool. Okay, it's a bit better, isn't it? Oh god, that's all I've got. My god. Wow. Oh, a slight reputation increase. That's good. So yeah, there's I've got 7 certifications. So I've got this is quite good. The airline transport, that could be quite good. The jet engine, turbo prop, that sounds quite cool as well. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And it just goes on a little bit more, like, you know. So that's where I am, and obviously this side you've got helicopters, which is wonderful. I've not tried any of that yet. I mean, I can't fly a helicopter, but kind of. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that, guys. As ever, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me. Catch you later.